Figures here, and Deadly Bob is the favourite after its last start win in 25 and 45. Prince Assassin 4.50 and 6. That's critical at $4.80. Well, the name Norm McCulloch is certainly well known in racing, and he puts the polish on Bay Road, who's sitting in box number 1.
Norm, the Macy's Bistro Warrnambool Classic seems to be a race that you're very familiar with. In 2000 you trifected the race. Tonight you've got 2 greyhounds engaged. We'll talk about number 1 Bay Road first. Good record in this track, 9 starts for 2 wins and 4 placings.
Yeah, he's a very strong dog. He wants the outside more than the inside, but he comes home very hard. No, I've got a big opinion of the dog. I think he'll go on all right.
What sort of chance do you give him tonight then from box 1?
No, well, if he could hang on the fence and be 2 or 3 behind him, I'd give him a good chance, but he wants to run off the track a bit, and no, I think he's out of business tonight. He's drawn inside out, but still, they won't want to do much wrong.
OK, number 5, Aussie Shiraz. This greyhound has plenty of pace, probably got it from its mother, Midnight Flirt. What are her chances from box 5?
Yeah, look, I'm giving him a bit of a chance. He ran very quick to the middle last week. He was equal quickest to the middle mark. Box 5, I don't think it'll worry him. It's a good field, and the pace is on early, but I think he might be nearly up with the leaders, but he'd want to have a fair break coming home, like he'd want to be 3 or 4 in front. He's a little bit weak in the last 20 yards, but no, he's a good, honest dog, good, handy, honest dog. But
he does race well on this track, 17 starts for 3 wins and 7 placings, 25.51. You'd expect him to trim that tonight if he got a clear run?
Oh, yeah, I think he'd come back a bit on that tonight. I know Mugovin's dog there, awesome. What's his name? Prince Assassin, like it went well last week. We went head-to-head with him for the first bit, so, you know, you never know your luck. He might steal a break.
He could get the Quinella tonight, Norm.
Very unlikely. It'd be nice just to run a place.
I bet you thought that back in 2000 when you got the trifecta, but good luck tonight.
Yeah, thanks very much, Simone. Good. Thank you.
Well, the gentlemen in greyhound racing, I refer to Norm McCulloch, with Bay Road sitting up in the 1, to a lesser extent Aussie Shiraz in box 5 in the 50,000 of the winner Macy's Bistro Classic Final at Warrnambool. 5th event for the Warrnambool Cup.
Tina, you'd be hoping to take home $70,000 tonight with runners engaged in both the Classic and the Cup Final. We'll start with Dixie Dunbar, jumping from box 8 in tonight's Macy's Bistro Classic Final. Has had 4 starts on this track for a win and 2 placings. What are its chances tonight from box 8?
Yeah, I'll give him a really good chance. Probably would have preferred box 1, but the box 8's okay. He should stay out of trouble, and you know, barring any interference, I'll give him a really good place chance. If he wins, that's a bonus.
He has run second in his last 2 starts here, so going into the race, I guess he might be one of the outsiders, but you really do give him a genuine chance?
I do, yep. He's improving all the time. He's a very young dog, and I really hope for his owners that he can win tonight. It'd be great.
Of course, Jocker Bailey, one of the thoroughbred trainers, the local horse trainers, owns this greyhound. How did he get involved?
He actually he got him as a path, and it's his first greyhound, so it'll be a dream come true for him if he can win this race.
We'll catch up with you again later to talk about Smack Wallop in the Warrnambool Cup.
No worries, thanks, Simone.
Tina Woman there, and Simone Britton chatting with her about the prospects of Dixie Dunbar in the first of the features, the Macy's Bistro Classic Final, 50,000 of the winner, 20,000 of the winner of the Warrnambool Cup, and we'll hear from Tina later on with Smack Wallop. So the Classic is due in around 15 minutes from now.
Final. He was a finalist in the South Australian Derby but had to be scratched. Also a finalist in this year's Silver Chief, a dog with loads of ability but lightly raced.
He's had a lot of injury problems, Simone, and hopefully tonight it'll all come to fruition. Just the best the dog's ever been, and just hope tonight's the night.
Well, he's come back from a spell with 2 wins here. He is my top pick of the night. I can see him really improving. He loves his track, 3 starts for 3 wins. If everything goes right, how far can he trim his PB by, which is 25.15?
I think he can run 25 or better. I really do, and if he gets a clear run tonight, a bit of luck early, he'll run that.
Prince Assassin, the obvious threat.
He's the obvious threat, yes. Yeah.
So your greyhound's really going to have to do everything right at box rise?
He's going to do everything right at the start, and if he can take on alongside Prince Assassin, he'll make a race through it. And I think he'll be too strong in the end.
Good luck tonight, Pat. I'm hoping he's too strong as well, because he's my top tip. I've tipped him everywhere.
Thanks very much, Simone.
Okay. Hope I haven't put the moz on him.
Thank you.
And That's Critical goes into the final after wins.
A lot more strength than his previous run the week before. I think he will be the threat to number 6, but I am tending towards number 6 at the moment. Number 7, Cougar Star. This greyhound has been doing nothing but drawing outside draws, so he should be used to box 7. Led all the way last start. He is a city winner. Has had 2 starts on this track for 2 wins and has run 25.31. And number 1, Bay Road. He will need to trim his PB. He could go okay off the red, hasn't won in this series, but has had 2 wins and 4 placings on this track from 9 starts. There's a great crowd here tonight, fine conditions, and it's not far away until the 2004 Warrnambool Classic final.
Terrific, Simone. It's a great lineup to $50,000 to the winner, and Deadly Bob at $3.60, $25.45 over Just Bob last week. Prince Assassin, $3.50, winner of its last 2 in $25.43, and accounted for Aussie Shiraz in $25.08 to qualify for the final. That's Critical, 3 starts over this track and distance for 3 wins, 9 from 13 all up with 3 minor placings. And for Pat Madden, That's Critical is the favourite at $3. Now, at Bathurst, 2934, that first for the previous, $50.40. Previous at Mildura, 4, 1, 2 and 6, tab limited first 4, $2,674.50. And on the previous at Bulli, more in a moment. Set for the Classic.
And he goes up to the boxes, leads fly away, they go, and flying out on the outside, Dixie Dunbar, but going through underneath him now is Deadly Bob to lead. Deadly Bob leads, That's Critical, getting to second, Dixie Dunbar third. Pulling around there came Cougar Star as they race up towards the bend, about 4 lengths further back, Bay Road. Well out of the ground was Prince Assassin, he's back at the tail with Just Bob. Into the straight though, and That's Critical. He's at the front and the locals start cheering. That's Critical's won by 4 lengths. Second placing goes to Cougar Star. Third placing there as they've gone across the line there. Take up a bit, but it was Dixie Dunbar. Well done to jockey. You've got a place getter in your first effort into a greyhound. Further back at the head of the others there, we had disappointing Deadly Bobby weakened out of it. Prince Assassin was doing his best at the finish from Bay Road, Aussie Shiraz, and it was one of the last ones in race number 6, the Macy's Bistro Classic Final. $50,000 will remain here in the Western District, because the winner of that event, That's Critical, by light of fire out of That's Perfect, is raced by Philip Mitchum, and Philip's always been interested in greyhounds. Trained for him by Pat Madden. Pat only has 1 or 2 greyhounds in his kennel at a time, and this fellow's building up a terrific strike rate. That's Critical. He's now had 14 starts, 10 wins and 3 seconds. His only unpriced run was down at the Meadows, and he ran 7th there, but there was a handy greyhound won that event. That was Big Daddy Cool, and he's been a terrific greyhound for connections. 6, 7, 8 the numbers. That's Critical, Cougar Star and Dixie Dunbar. $3.20, $1.40 for That's Critical, $3.21.40, $2 for Cougar Star. Dixie Dunbar, $3.50. The Quinella, $11.30. Exacta, $16.70. Trifecta, 6, 7, 8, $148.10. The race to race double 2 and 6, $12.30. The winner scored by 4 1/4 lengths. There was a length and a quarter separating second and third, 4 1/4 by 1 1/4. Sectional time 6:54, 12:47, with a race time of 25 and 31. And all Phil Mitchum and Pat Madden are hoping for at the moment is to see that green light to go up and signify the all clear for the Classic for 2004. So the quaddy numbers thus far are 2 Takeda and 6 That's Critical. So race 7, reserves are out here, and race 7 is time to start at 12 after 9. We've made our best bet here in number 2 Ashley Road over 1 Clutha Bale and 6 Born Lucky. And there's the all clear now as the place getters come back after the running of the Classic. All clear is there, so no doubt Pat Madden, gee, looks resplendent in that cap. It's a pity he didn't have a green cap on, but well done Pat as he signals to his big army of followers here. Pat lives out there near Tower Hill, so any time he feels like he's down the dumps, he just goes over to Tower Hill and takes the greyhound for a walk. No, he's not allowed in there. But well done, Pat Madden, this year's Classic winner as he brings it back. What about a big hand for not only That's Critical, but all the other greyhounds that participated in that event. Okay, Bradley, well, that's it from One and Raceway for the...
Okay, John, and well done, and congratulations to Pat Madden too, and Philip Mitchin. Greyhounds now won 10 from 14 with 3 minor placings, unbeaten through the series, in fact unbeaten at his home track. That's critical, $3.20 and $1.40. Cougar Star second and Dixie Dunbar third. Tab Limited first 4, 6, 7, 8 and fourth to number 1. And the return is $310.40, $310.40. Light of Fire, that's perfect, the breed of That's Critical. Second, Cougar Star, Chris Johansson, and third, Dixie Dunbar, Tina Woman. All Clear Mildura repeating on the previous event on 4, 1, 2 and 6. Break Some Hearts, the winner. Trifecta $406. Now, presentation about to take place at Warrnambool. Bulleye, we have all clear after the 6th event, 4, 2, 7 and 3. Divine Prince, good effort. John Finn at Thirlmere is the trainer. Mary Hodges, the owner. Greyhound is a white and blue dog. Goes in around 6 minutes from now. And Nyavic bred heat, 7. Feeling exotic to beat 1 and 11. Well, a very proud man. Connections of That's Critical and a Philip Mitchum and trainer Pat Madden. And That's Critical taking out the Macy's Bistro Classic 50,000 big ones. 7th event coming up from Bulleye in around 10 minutes from now. And Lights Up, 1, 7 and 6. So, presentation about to take place after the Cabrevale Diggers, after the Macy's Bistro Classic. Of course, the Cabrevale Diggers Heat 3 is race 8 from Bulleye tonight and sees a terrific lineup between Brilliant Style sitting up in box 3, November Victory in the 2, Token Kiss in the 1. But this is a hot lineup. Boo Boo Magoo in the 7, Chitling Alert in box 8 for Ruth Matic, Mags All Over the 6, Casino Red the 5 and Rapid Dolly in box 4. But certainly at Warrnambool, the star of the night is That's Critical, unbeaten at the Warrnambool track, taking out the Macy's Bistro Classic Final for 2004. And the Norlane Hotel Warrnambool Cup, the other feature, 20,000 to the winner, and the selections from John, to Brumby Lad to beat 7 and 4. They're arriving at the start for the next event from Mildura, and back in just a moment with Adam Crittenden.